we live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
Welcome back to the program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I hope I'm not coming on too strong. Whoops, better put on my newsman fedora here. Scavengers report hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk, but have been unable to identify them due to low visibility. Moving on. Unconfirmed reports say NCR's General Lee Oliver may have uprooted from his post at Camp McCarran in order to be present at Hoover Dam. NCR sources say that holding the dam against Caesar's Legion has become their main strategic priority, and this move would not be unexpected. This program was brought to you by Gamora. Gamora. It'll be our secret. Have you ever been in love with a celebrity? Now come on, you don't have to be shy. I feel it between us two. Sometimes you can't help being mad about the boy.
Mad about the boy. I know it's stupid to be mad about the boy. I'm so ashamed of it, but must admit the sleepless nights I've had about the boy.
Let's see what we've got here. Okay, yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. Although maybe the rangefinder could work too. And it looks like the NCR was onto some miracle farming technology. Electromagnetic weapon from before the Great War. Experimental. But they were building it as a countermeasure to power armor, which they feared the Chinese were developing. Supposedly a prototype was being housed at Nellis. Imagine what it could do to the Brotherhood. We'd be on equal footing with any idiot with a gun. More or less. Supposedly it's a vegetation enhancer. NCR has a science branch headquartered at McCarran Airport. Guess somebody wasn't very good at keeping secrets either. We'd never pursue it because it's not a weapon, but self-sufficiency is fundamental to us. If it works, they'd see the value of an alternate course. It's a targeting device for some kind of doomsday weapon based at Helios 1. We held Helios 1 for a time. Lost a lot of people defending it. Too many. If it turns out to be a dud, it'd show how flawed our goals have been. Father Elijah said he thinks a scavenger might have sold it on the strip.
Quite insane and young again, and
Ah, hell. Well, how could you know, right? Okay. Okay. What better way to persuade them than to give them a taste of what they stand to gain, right? Maybe the best place to start is to see what we can find out directly from the NCR. I like the way you think.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and each and every one of you is wonderful in your own special way. It's just about time to get you some news. Traders from California are being turned away from Mojave Outpost where the NCR is concerned about dangers along Nipton Highway and I-15. Also in the headlines, merchants are saying that there's been little contact between traders from Nipton in recent days, causing concerns that the isolated town may be in trouble. That's all for now. This is Mr. New Vegas saying, I'm just no good without you. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.
What's up? What are your... Yeah, maybe they'll think twice about engaging the NCR if they know one of those could be floating around. The notes say to look around Nellis Air Force Base. He suggests going through filing cabinets and computers in the commanding officer's quarters.
Heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number one was when you left me. I never knew I could hurt this way. And heartache number two was when you came back again. You came back but never meant to stay. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end.
What's up? What are your thoughts? Okay. Maybe the best place to start is to see what we can find out directly from the NCR.
Heartache number three was when you called me and said that you were coming back to stay. With hopeful heart I waited for you, not long ago. I waited, but you must have lost your way. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end.
There you are. A few of us wanted to thank you for... We'll leave a few of them in that footlocker in the...
Only a few people get to venture outside. Usually the...
Got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. Jingle, jangle. And they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? Jingle, jangle. And that song ain't so very far from wrong. Oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell. Though I may have done some fooling, this is why I never fell. 'Cause I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. Jingle, jangle.
Greetings, my friend.
Sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single?
Yes, we've already started receiving telemetry from it. Now then, it is my great honor to bestow upon you the title of Paladin of the Brotherhood. I'm afraid a formal ceremony was out of the question, given our current state. I had the Knights refurbish a suit of our power armor for your use. It's one of the earlier models. Now I suppose I'm going to have to show you how to use it, aren't I? First, let's go over how to put it on. There. I think you've got the knack of it now. You should... I've also given the order that all of our equipment be made available to you. You're a member of the Brotherhood now. Lastly, you will be allowed to come and go as you please. You've done so much for us that... I just ask that you keep the Brotherhood's interests at heart in all your dealings.
Oh, I got spurs that jingle,
I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle.
Ooh, got something.
As I go
What's up?
merrily along.
oh, ain't you glad
And they
to
sing,
single?
oh, ain't you glad
And
to
that
single?
song ain't so very far
And that
from
song ain't so
wrong.
very far from wrong.
Oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell, though I may have done some fooling, this is why I never fly. I got spurs that jingle,
I got
jangle,
spurs that jingle,
as I
jangle,
go
jingle.
riding merrily
As I
along.
go riding merrily
They
along.
sing, oh, ain't you glad
And
to
they sing,
single?
oh, ain't you glad
And
to
that
single?
song ain't so very far
And that
from
song
wrong.
ain't so very far from wrong.
Welcome back to the program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I hope I'm not coming on too strong. Here are our top stories. Scavengers report hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk, but have been unable to identify them due to low visibility. In addition, listeners have been unable to pick up radio broadcasts from Black Mountain recently. Most are calling the static, quote, a welcome improvement. Well, that's all I have for you. This is Mr. New Vegas wishing you ladylike luck tonight. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat? My head keeps I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. I've sunshine enough to spread. It's just like the fella said. Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head? Like the fellow once said, ain't that a kick in the head? Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in a boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wet. She's picked out a king-size bed. I couldn't do any better, or I'd be sick. Tell me quick.
Uh-oh.
Oh, ain't love a kick? Ain't love a kick in the head?
you're so warm inside. I was always a fool
Hey,
for my Johnny. For the one
You're back.
they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar. What if you go? What if you stay? I love you. What if you're cruel? You can be kind. I know. There was never a man like my Johnny, like the one they
Hello.
call
Hot damn, look who it is.
Johnny Guitar.
Man, it's my life. I joined up when I was 16. I don't know how to do anything else. Yeah, well, I didn't want to get promoted out of the field. I didn't join up to drive a desk. I've been here since the first push into Vegas. Back in the day, this camp was the hotspot for conflicts with the Legion, Raider tribes, you name it. These days, I spend most of my time trying to beat a little discipline into the soldiers under my command. They've gotten soft with no action.
There was never a man like my Johnny.
Yeah, well, somebody has to wrangle those washouts and losers. Somebody's got to turn them into a real fighting force.
They call Johnny Guitar.
Disappointed. We call them the Misfits for a reason. They're undisciplined, lazy, and they have absolutely no esprit de corps. The squad leader's got some promise, a kid named Mags. But as for the rest, I don't see much hope. I'm going to make them shape up if it kills me, though. Or them, for that matter. You're welcome to try.
Until the moment we met, I had no one to cling to be
Y'all sure are a big old hero.
everything to.
They're mostly pretty nice. Poindexter showed me how to make fireworks. Well, I was born on a farm. Didn't ever have no problems, really, except for some lean years. Then Oh, it's a fine place. The lake is real pretty, and we don't... Well, as it turns out, we had a string of bad harvests a few years back. As the biggest one, it was my job to go join the army so as my sisters could eat, and so as we wouldn't all be killed. It's all right, I guess. I don't like all the fighting we gotta do, though. I ain't scared. I just don't like hurting folks is all. Ma always used to tell me, boy, you're the biggest and the strongest. Every day she told me that. To me? I'll tell you what I think this squad needs. Folks just don't talk to other folks. And everybody's always cross with each other. That'd be swell. Only if they knew the idea came from me, they probably wouldn't take you serious no more. And I sure hope you're more convincing than I am. Okay. Oh shit, here comes the brown noser. shit, honey. It was this or the Fiends. At least this way the badasses with the top shelf go. We don't talk too much, mostly. Well, Hanrahan's a big pussy. Ain't good for shit in a fight. And Mags? Shit, maybe you're right. Guess I ought to give him a shot. Like I said, you get the juice, we'll cut loose. Whatever.
The women of New Vegas ask me a lot if there's a Mrs. New Vegas. Well, of course there is. You're
Wow. The big celebrity down.
still as perfect as the day we
Not much to tell, really. I grew up in New Reno, joined up, took my shot at being a ranger.
time for some news.
Gee, I don't know. Maybe because I'm saddled with the worst damn unit in the NCR Army.
Organizing an impromptu militia. This, according
Yeah,
to
I mean, no. They're okay people, but they don't care, you know? They're slacking off, and
the death toll continues to climb around Camp Forlorn.
you really think so?
We're leading
Hell,
raiding
I guess it's worth a
parties
shot.
chipping away at the NCR's hold south of the
Easy.
dam.
This is where they send all the fuck-ups and people they don't want. But hey, it's not like I'm bitter or anything.
Classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
I'm assuming you aren't associated with the... in a strict... However, as I am by far the most intelligent and... You're trying to appeal to my ego. I must admit it, but only because I want to see it. To what purpose? Suffice to say, I'm a certified genius, and when I'm discharged from this pit of testosterone and failure, it's a simple idea. The Army offers fiscal security and generous benefits at the cost of substantial personal risk. If you perform too poorly, they'll scrub you out. All I have to do is ride that mediocrity.
Y'all sure are a big old hero. Boy, the squad sure is working together a lot better now.
trouble.
Don't ever let me go.
soldiers said it was part of a new strategy. Also in the headlines, the influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations. And that's the news. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
To the town of Alabria rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them. Big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though he used the 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1, 2, and more. Started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was in Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly it was time for them to leave. It was 11 when they walked out. Everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather or a bullet barely ripped. And the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron, when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town.
He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was in Arizona, Ranger wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter. He was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. The morning passed
Trouble.
quickly to me. It was 20 past 11 when they walked up the street. Folks were watching from the window, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron, when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
Mad about the boy. I know it's stupid to be mad about the boy. I'm so ashamed of it, but must admit the sleepless nights I've had about the boy. On silver screen, he melts my foolish heart in every single scene. Though I'm quite aware that here and there are traces of the cat about the boy. Really should
report credits the decline of the population of fiends in the area. In Buffalo-related news, local news dealers reported overall decrease in their standard of living. Also in the headlines, the influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations. And that's the news. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
I'm gonna need some new limbs.
object or creature surfacing like meat. So far, photos of the so-called lake meat monster are grainy and underexposed. In other news, Caesar's Legion continues to fortify its position in Nelson, where it remains a constant concern for Camp Forlorn Hope and the nearby town of Novak. The news has been brought to you by the Vicky and Vance Casino. Vicky and Vance, be our partners in crime. Got a song for you now. It's about a guy who's cold on the exterior, but deep down, you know, he's a good man. And his name is Johnny Guitar.
Play the guitar. Johnny Guitar, play it again. Johnny Guitar, what if you go? What if you stay? I love you. What if you're cruel? You can be kind, I know. There was never a man like my Johnny, like the one they call Johnny Guitar. There was never a man like my Johnny, like the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar.
Hey, it's Mr. New Vegas letting you know I've got a new Christmas compilation coming out soon. Nuclear Winter Wonderland. Look for it on holotape. Here are our top stories. A package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery.
Huh.
Now that's a
Figure it'd have more
delivery
buttons and
service you
dials
can
and
count
stuff, you
on.
know?
In
Oh well.
other news,
It's still the electronic equivalent of
witnesses
the disease
report a
from Gamora.
huge object or creature surfacing like meat. So far, photos of the so-called lake meat monster are grainy and underexposed. Those were our top stories. Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from me to you.
I know it's stupid to be mad about the boy. I'm so ashamed of it, but must admit the sleepless nights I've had about the boy. On silver spoon, he melts my foolish heart every single scene. Although I'm quite aware that here and there are traces of the cat about the boy. Lord knows I'm not a fool, girl. I really shouldn't care. Lord knows I'm not a schoolgirl in the flurry of her first affair. Will it ever cloy this odd diversity of misery and joy? I'm feeling quite insane, young again, and all because I'm mad about the boy. Mad about the boy.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room
How may I assist you?
completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in a boat?
Still breaking hearts there, I see, Scribe Schuler.
I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. I've sun shining up to spread. It's just like the fella said.
Have you heard the news?
Tell me quick,
Elder McNamara has lifted the lockdown. So what are you here for? Our patrols are always bringing more stuff in. Take a look.
like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in a boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wed. She's picked out a king-size bed. I couldn't feel any better, or I'd be sick. Tell me quick, boy, ain't love a kick? Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head?
Give me a shout if
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
the word came down from the Elder. Our patrols are always bringing more stuff in. Take a look. Another set of...
The reports say Mr. House is robots. Now using tech we've never heard of. We need to send a team up there soon. Big mistake.
Veronica, I hope...
I brought you a present. We found a gun that disables power armor. One of these could defeat the whole Brotherhood. We have to stop limiting our focus to military technology. It won't save us.
That could be the only one of its kind.
That's not the point. Technology won't win our wars. We need numbers, new recruits.
What does the Codex say?
A bunch of closed-minded bullshit.
We do not help them or let them in.
But
we keep knowledge they must never have.
give it a chance. For me. I can't stay here and watch us waste away.
I'm sorry.
We'll die out.
I know.
Come on. I can't listen to this anymore. He wouldn't listen. The truth was right there staring him in the face. I see that now. I thought I knew him better than that, but it was like talking to a stranger. How can I help them when they won't accept it? I don't know if I can stay. Maybe it'd be better for everyone if I left. Work with the followers of the Apocalypse, maybe. Or I can stay here with the people I care about and do whatever I can.
I'm your host, Mr. New Vegas. And in case you're wondering if you've come to the right place, you have.
There's no getting around that, is there? What would my life be like here, knowing what's to come? They're not gonna like this. We're given a chance when we're young to choose whether to stay. If we do, it's supposed to be for life. But they haven't left me any choice. It's this or a lifetime of scavenging and watching my friends die and losing battles. Let's get going. I'd like to get my mind off all this.
Been unable to pick up radio broadcasts from Black Mountain recently. Most are calling the static quote a welcome improvement. Well, that's all I have for you. This is Mr. New Vegas wishing you ladylike luck tonight. You know, sometimes the journey beats the destination, and especially if your spurs go jingle, jangle, jingle, and you meet some nice gals along the way.
Yippee-yay, there'll be no wedding bells for today. I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. Jingle, jangle, and they sing, oh, it's
We heard Veronica talking with the Elder. We won't stand for this. She'd be doing a greater service by carrying out her duties and not trying to undermine the Elder's authority. This had better be the last time her loyalty falters.
Hey. Well, if there was any question on whether I should leave, I guess there's my answer. I think that'd be best. There's a followers outpost up near one of my old scavenging grounds. If I work out of there, I'll still be able to keep tabs on Hidden Valley if I needed to. If it's all right, I'd like to head that way.
Our former elder Elijah was obsessed with new technology. That's why we went Helios in the first place.
Oh, I got spurs that jingle,
I got
jangle,
spurs that jingle,
as I
jangle,
go
jingle.
riding merrily
As I
along.
go riding merrily along.
Sing, oh, ain't you glad?
What can the followers of the apocalypse do for you today?
And that song ain't so very far from
The Brotherhood. Well, this is unusual, I must say, but there's certainly a lot we could learn from your technological expertise. Dr. Schiller usually handles placement, and he won't be back until tomorrow. If you could come back then, we can see about your assignment. Possibly, but I'd be the wrong person to ask. He should be back tomorrow.
as I go riding merrily along. Oh, ain't you glad?
And they sing, oh, ain't you glad?
And that
to sing,
song ain't so very far
and that
from wrong.
song
Ain't so very far from wrong.
It's me again, Mr. New Vegas, reminding you that you're nobody till somebody loves you. And that somebody is me. I love you. I've got news for you. The influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations. One more story for you. The death toll continues to climb around Camp Forlorn Hope, where Legion raiding parties are still chipping away at the NCR's whole...
Been doing a lot of good work.
Well, that's all I have for you. This is Mr. New Vegas wishing you lady-like luck tonight. Got a song for you now. It's about a guy who's cold on the exterior, but deep down, you know, he's a good man. And his name is Johnny Guitar.
Background?
Play the guitar, play it again, my Johnny. Maybe you're cold, but you're so warm inside. I was always a
Oh no. No, 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 no.
for my Johnny, for the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar.
What do you need?
What if you go?
Bye.
What if you stay? I love you.
What do you need? Bye.
What if you're
What do you need?
cruel?
Bye.
You can be kind.
Sharing knowledge with an outsider organization. We tracked your movements a long way. Passing Brotherhood secrets to outsiders is the lowest form of treason.
Never a man like my Johnny.
No, I don't wear it on...
Like the
enough.
one
In the name of the Elder.
Johnny.
Sharing knowledge with an outside...
No.
What if you go? What if you stay? What if you're cruel? You can be kind.
God, I did this. This was my fault. Of course they'd track me. Of course they'd assume the worst. I should have known I was beaten before I began.
Like my Johnny. Like the one
No, I don't, do I? I should have left a long time ago. I never stood a chance.
Sharing knowledge with an out...
my Johnny.
What's up?
You can be kind. I know.
God, I did this. Of course they'd track me. I should have known I was beaten. No, not a chance in hell. I'm gonna have to keep to myself. I'll still finish what I started with you, though. If you're not afraid, that is.
Like the one they call.
Sharing knowledge with an outside...
For my Johnny.
God, I... No.
Like my Johnny. Like the one they call Johnny Guitar. There was never a man like my Johnny, like the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress? You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
news coming your way right now. Merchants are saying that there's been little contact between traders from Nipton in recent days, causing concerns that the isolated town may be in trouble. One more story for you.
Welcome, sir or madam.
Around Camp Forlorn Hope, where Legion raiding parties are still chipping away at the NCR's hold south of the dam. These headlines were brought to you by Vault 21. Vault 21. Everything's better when you experience it in a vault. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.
Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
The moon had turned to gold.
Listen, I want to thank you for helping me out, but at least I got the chance to try. Thank you for giving me that chance.
Without a dream in my heart,
Why does everyone always say that?
without a love of my own.
Okay, then I guess I'll be back at the 188.
Beat it. Is it time? I'm ready when you are. What is it? Okay. Yeah, lots of thoughts.
And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone. Without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone. Without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
Howdy. Name Sterling. First. Got a good memory for faces. As a matter of fact, it's funny that you'd ask. Got myself a habit of looking all around, not just where I'd expect to find trouble. Round about 1 in the morning, I spied some lights in the control tower. And every time I ask about it, they tell me the place was empty. No trouble at all. Might be nothing. Couple frisky young folks looking for a quiet place to snuggle up.
This world tonight. Take me, make me forget my sorrow. So when I wake up tomorrow, I'll know our love was right. Kiss me as though it were now or never. Teach me all that a heart should know. Love me as though there were no
wish I had a first recon guy looking after me.
Don't ever let me go. Love me as though there were no tomorrow. Oh, my darling. Love
Hey, you look like someone in need of a reliable supplier. You mean other than some stranger with no military ID? Did Boyd put you up to this? No, I haven't seen any.
Hey. You're back. Maybe break. It's probably just a me. But it bob. Sure. If you can find. There's something about.
Until the moment we met, I had no one to cling to be just everything to be my own true love.
Hello.
If this is a dream, let me keep on dreaming. Where have you been, my love? Until the moment we met, I had no one to cling to be just everything to be my own true love. If this is a dream.
Lupa, this is Frumentarius Picus. Over. Go ahead, Picus.
Afternoon patrol enters Fiend territory at 1300. Have them mind that stretch.
10-4, Picus. Fiend.
What are you doing here? You don't have clearance. I can't let...
Go ahead, Picus.
Afternoon patrol enters Fiend territory at 1300. Have them... What are you doing here?
Go ahead, Picus.
Afternoon patrol enters Fiend territory at 1300. Have them mind that stretch.
10-4. That's not a good idea. Fiends will be alerted.
Roger, Lupa.
What's the status of your primary mission, Picus? Go ahead, Picus.
Afternoon patrol enters Fiend... What are you doing here? I can't let you leave.
I've got you now.
a lot if there's a Mrs. New Vegas. Well, of course there is. You're...
Go ahead, Picus.
Afternoon patrol enters Fiend territory at 1300. Have them mind that stretch.
10-4, Picus. Fiends will be alerted.
Roger, Lupa.
What's the status of your primary mission, Picus?
Charges are set. Detonation will occur as the train leaves the station. Over.
How long?
Couple of minutes. Over.
10-4. Keep us updated.
10-4.
And we're back. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I feel something magic in the air tonight, and I'm not just talking about the gamma radiation. Whoops, better put on my newsman fedora here. Witnesses report a huge object or creature surfacing in Lake Mead. So far, photos of the so-called Lake Mead monster are grainy and underexposed. In addition, merchants are saying that there's been little contact between traders from Nipton in recent days, causing concerns that the isolated town may be in trouble. Those are our stories for this hour. This is Mr. New Vegas signing off. Just kidding. I'm not going anywhere.
What do you need?
My love for you is
Bye.
too strong. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
The train is about to depart.
It's a sin to millions of hearts have been broken just because these words were spoken. I love you. Yes, I do.
What happened? God damn it. How could I have let this happen? If only we'd caught this sooner, before he got to the monorail. Still, this investigation has been valuable to us, and you deserve to be compensated for it. The NCR appreciates the work you've done.
It's a sin to tell a lie. Be sure it's true when you say I love you, honey. Oh, you got sense enough to know it's a sin to tell a lie. Whole lot of folks' heart is done.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Just over a whole lot of foolish words that's been spoken. I love you. Yes,
I didn't expect to see you here. The Legion has been hitting us pretty hard lately.
If you break my
What would you like to know?
I'll die.
Men have waged war on each other for countless centuries. People fight and die for what they believe in. I'm just here to patch them up so they can go on their merry way. Sometimes it does feel that way. Often I just don't have the resources to handle the number of injuries here. To make things worse, I think someone might be stealing my supplies. The simple fact that I no longer have as many supplies as I should. Unfortunately, I don't have time to go searching for the missing supplies since I have my hands full with That would definitely be appreciated. You might want to ask... Whoa! Watch out! Unless it's urgent, you're going to have to wait. The Legion has... What would you like to... I used to be a doctor back in California, but a few years back I got suckered into doing military. Back then, I, like many idealistic men before me, thought it was a great idea. Now I just want to get back home. I've had enough fighting and fixing up soldiers just to send them right back out. Quite a bit, actually. I was stationed there nearby during the first battle. You have no idea. Anyone with medical training had their hands full for weeks after the battle was finally over. During that time, I saw quite a few things I wouldn't mind forgetting about. The Legion attacked in full force.
Chief Hanlon had the troopers fall back, pulling the enemy in before the Legion got bogged down, and Rangers and 1st Recon sharpshooters started taking out the Legion officers. They sent their best men to stop the Rangers and 1st Recon, but the Rangers pulled them into a trap at Boulder City and blew them all to hell. After that, the Legion's forces were in disarray and tried to retreat. My take, I try not to think about it. So you found out what would you like to know? Locked in a cabinet here in the medical tent. I remember coming in one morning and noticing my supplies were lower than they should have been. I thought it might have been a mistake, but another morning I noticed the same thing. The camp is pretty dead at night, especially at 0200 hours when the guard shift changes. I store a variety of drugs here, but it looks like my supply of Hydra is diminishing rather quickly. Excessive use causes dilated eyes and increased heart rate and blood pressure, massive sweating, you know, the usual. I don't have that many supplies left, so I can't offer... Sorry, I'm low on supplies as it is, and I don't... Watch out! Whoa!
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat?
I've heard of you. You
My head keeps
missing medical supplies. What? Oh shit, how the fuck? Look, I can explain everything. If you looked around, this place is hell. I've seen all my friends butchered by the Legion in front of my very eyes. All I wanted was a little escape. I never thought about that. But look, I needed this. So what happens now? What? Why the hell should I do that? I guess you're right.
I'm Lieutenant Hayes of the New California Republic. We were sent out here to hold back the tide of convicts from the correctional facility. As you can probably tell, we aren't doing the kind of job we could be doing. The mission isn't a problem. The problem is with supplies. Convicts are better armed and organized than our intel initially suggested. I'm trying to get some reinforcements here, maybe some guns with some firepower, but shit.
Better move along. There's not much for you. I've got a lot to do. I heard Private Stone turned himself in for... Until we meet again.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and each and every one of you is wonderful in your own special way. All the latest news coming your way right now. Prem formally sworn a new sheriff today. RNV reporters were on hand to hear the new sheriff address the crowd.
Howdy do, folks. I'm Sheriff Myers. Be good, or I'll shoot you dead.
Moving on. Witnesses report a huge object or creature surfacing in Lake Mead. So far, photos of the so-called Lake Mead monster are grainy and underexposed. Today's headline friends were brought to you by Prim. Prim, the other New Vegas. Have you ever been in love with a celebrity? Now come on, you don't have to be shy. I feel it between us two. Sometimes you can't help being mad about the boy.
But my sleepless nights I've had about the boy. On a silver screen, he
Hey, baby.
my foolish heart in every single scene.
Fine by me.
Though I'm quite aware that here and there are traces of
Ain't seen no soldier boys for a while. Guess they're all scared of coming out after that big
I've never seen a robot like that before.
Lord, no, I'm not a schoolgirl in the flurry of will it ever cloy this odd diversity of misery and joy? I'm feeling quite insane and young again, and all because I'm mad about
Welcome back to the program. This is
Don't you just love that platinum chip? If I were you, I'd almost want to deliver the chip to Mr. House, just to learn all its tricks. That is, unless you want to bring the NCR or Caesar's Legion to power. There's a bunch. I think you should visit the other families on the Strip. And there are some important groups farther from the Strip, too. Like the Boomers, the Great... Of course.
Isolated town may be in trouble. Well, that's all I have for you. This is Mr. New Vegas.
They must be a really nasty people. They fire artillery on anyone who comes near their settlement at Nellis Air Force Base. If they can be convinced to fire those big cannons at the Legion, or NCR though, well, that'd be neat, wouldn't it? Take anything else?
Heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less each day.
A cannibalism problem? Really? I'm so glad you weren't eaten. That's one down, 4 to go.
But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end.
Right. It's one of 2 locations on My guess is it has a reader that can decode the chip. Neat.
And heartache number 2, you came back but never meant to stay. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, I love you.
You know you're traveling with a fucking murderer?
It's good to have you here.
I've been warned about you. You are perilously close to making an enemy of Caesar. My name is Karl. Glorious Caesar has sent me as an emissary to the great Khans. In exchange for great Caesar's promise of all the lands west of New Vegas, the Khans have agreed to fight alongside the Legion when the time comes. I am one of the Frumentari. It is my duty to scout the waste in Caesar's name and make contact with any tribes that might serve a useful purpose. You might say I'm somewhere between a scout and an ambassador. Though they have been cruelly oppressed by the NCR, the Khans remain great. They're a tribe of fine warriors with many proud traditions.
Caesar's Legion continues.
So the Cub enters the Wolf's Den.
Where it remains a constant concern for camp.
You want to hear the story of the great Khans? It's a long one, full of honor, glory, and betrayal. In a hurry, are you? Very well, then. The great Khans came east, out of the NCR, but we underestimated the families of the Strip, and they drove us back to Bitter Springs, where we remained until the NCR arrived. They allied with Mr. House, the self-proclaimed master of New Vegas. They were better equipped. When the NCR came to the Mojave, we thought they would be easy pickings. At least that's what we thought. When our children, our sick and old, fled through a nearby pass. It's because of that we have sworn to take revenge on the NCR. Typical. You march all the way out to Red Rock Canyon. Well then, let me educate you. Have you now? Well, you're a bold one, I'll give you that. But why should I do this for you? Doesn't he? Caesar's representative tells a different tale. The glory of the great Khans will be restored. And once the NCR is pushed back to California, all the land from here to the Colorado will be ours. I won't hear any more talk against Caesar or his alliance. The great Khans will answer Caesar's call to war, and the NCR will pay for their crimes.
Greetings in the name of Kaiser.
You've been doing good things for us.
I like you, stranger.
So the Cub enters the Wolf. Ha! The great Khans will not be slaves. Caesar himself has promised us the land from... I won't hear any more talk against Caesar or his alliance.
I've got heartaches by the number, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end.
Papa said.
I've been warned.
And we're back. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I feel something magic in the air tonight. And I'm not just talking about the gamma radiation.
It's cut off.
So the Cub enters the Wolf.
My newsman Fedora here. Listeners have been unable to pick up radio broadcasts from Black Mountain recently. Most are calling the static quote a welcome improvement. In other news, refugees at Bitter Springs are giving startling accounts of the legate.
I heard you try to convince Papa Khan not to join with Caesar's Legion.
One refugee
You want to convince Papa not to ally with Caesar, right? Trust me, you'll get nowhere just talking to him. He's fixated on restoring the glory of the great Khans. Papa can be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. He listens to his tribe, and to 4 voices in particular: me, Jack, Diane, and Melissa. If you can convince all of us that allying with Caesar is a bad idea... I have my doubts about Caesar, yes, but I won't publicly go against Papa Khan based on nothing more than doubts. I've heard rumors that tribes who aligned with Caesar in the past were torn apart and reduced to slaves. You'd have to talk to them, but those two have been thick as thieves since they were kids. Ah, Melissa. She's a bit of a dreamer. Last time she was in camp, Carl filled her head with stories of service. Personally, I've never seen a woman in Legionnaire's armor. Good. Oh, one more thing. Caesar's representative, Carl, has... You'll probably have an easier time of things if you can find a way to get... Carl talks prettily about the honor and nobility of the great... Maybe you could find something he wrote that expresses that opinion. Or trick him into losing his cool in the Longhouse, right? I would too.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? Huh? Look, kitty cat, me and Diane, we don't dig on that politics. Sure, Caesar's a drag, but as long... Dude, what a total haul. No way that's Kopashishi. Yeah, okay, me and Diane got your back. Oh, it's cool, kitty cat.
Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great, and we're gonna keep you listening all day. And now the news. According to a new report, violent crime is on a sharp decline in New Vegas. The report credits the decline of the population of fiends in the area. In possibly related news, local chem dealers report an overall decrease in their standard of living. Also in the headlines, refugees at Bitter Springs are giving startling accounts of the legate known as Lanius, who is said to be Caesar's top field commander. One refugee told us the legate took over an underperforming squad of troops by beating its The legate took over an underperforming squad of troops by beating its commander to death in full view of everyone. The legate then ordered 1/10 of his own force be killed by the other 9/10. And you thought your boss was paid. These headlines were brought to you by Vault 21. Vault 21. Everything's better when you experience it in a vault. Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from me to you.
I know it's stupid to be mad about the boy. I'm so ashamed of it, but must admit the sleepless He melts my foolish heart in every single scene. Although I'm quite aware that here and there are traces of bad about the boy. Lord knows I'm not a fool, girl. I really shouldn't care. Lord knows I'm not a schoolgirl in a flurry of will it ever cloy this odd diversity of misery and joy? I'm feeling quite insane and young again, and all because I'm mad about the
I keep hearing about some courier making... Hey there.
How you do? Welcome back. Sure thing. Have a look.
Play the guitar, play it again, my Johnny. Maybe you're cold, but you're so warm inside. I was always a fool for my Johnny, for the one they call
Here to do business?
Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar. What if you go? What if you stay? I love you. What if you're cruel?
Give me a shout if you need.
You can be kind. I know. There was never a man like my Johnny, like the one they call Johnny Guitar. There was never a man like my Johnny, like the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar.
The women of New Vegas ask me a lot if there's a Mrs. New Vegas. Well, of course there is. You're her. And you're still as perfect.
You looking to buy some supply?
More news for you. Unconfirmed reports say NCR General Lee Oliver may have uprooted from his post at Camp McCarran in order to be present at Hoover Dam. NCR sources say that holding the dam against Caesar's Legion has become their main strategic priority, and this move would not be unexpected. Also, Good Springs has fended off a mob of escaped convicts after organizing an impromptu militia. This, according to an old man armed to the teeth with dynamite. Boy, the Mojave Wasteland is just a fact.
Give me a shout if you need.
You never know what's gonna happen next. Gonna play a song for you right now, and it's about that special someone you find only once in a blue moon.
Prim as a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
You saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for.
Eat this. Run from me.
This is Mr. New Vegas fanning the flames of your passion. Here are our top stories. A big congratulations to a young band of soldiers who shattered NCR records on a combat readiness evaluation at Camp Golf. Go get 'em, guys. In other news, witnesses report a huge object or creature surfacing in Lake Mead. So far, photos of the so-called Lake Mead monster are grainy and thundering. Like that. These headlines were brought to you by Vault 21. Vault 21. Everything's better when you experience it in a vault. Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from me to you.
When an irresistible force such as you meets an old immovable object like me, you can bet just as sure as you live, something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give. When an irrepressible smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart such as mine, don't say no, 'cause I insist. Somewhere, somehow, someone's gonna get kissed. So on guard, who knows what the fates have in store from their vast mysterious
Welcome, Sir Orb.
sky. I'll try hard, ignoring those lips I adore. But how long can anyone try? Fight, 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 fight it with all of our might. Chances are some heavenly star-spangled night we'll find out sure as we live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
Fine by me.
To the town of Alfreel rode a stranger one fine day.